Hi there. Ollie Howard again with another Kenmore Motors edition of Outdoor Barometer. That's Kenmore Motors, New York State's largest Ford dealer, now largest in size as well as sales. Well, sir, for the past year, we've had a weekly guest on Thursday who's given us the latest information from the New York State Conservation Department. He's been Inspector Andrew J. Vormwald, boss man of the Buffalo office. And from letters and phone calls from you listeners, I find that his comments have helped you in a better understanding of hunting and fishing pictures. Well, now it's with sort of mixed emotions that I welcome him to Outdoor Barometer today. You see, Andy's leaving us. Beginning October 1st, Inspector Vormwald will be Superintendent Andrew J. Vormwald, head man of the New York State Conservation Department Division of Law Enforcement. Welcome, Andy, and congratulations from all of us who wish you well in your new position.
Thank you, Ollie.
Well, now we'll talk about your new duties in less than a minute, Andy, but first I'd like to say a word about Kenmore Motors. You know, Niagara Falls, Letchworth State Park, Lake Chautauqua, and the Finger Lakes, all of these spots of natural beauty are just good Sunday drive away from the Buffalo area. A good Sunday drive, that is, if you have a good, safe, comfortable car. Now, if your car's not safe, comfortable, and eager to go, don't miss out on all the beauty this autumn has to offer. Trade now for a reconditioned and guaranteed used car at the Kenmore Motor Company. Now remember, Kenmore Motors A1 used cars are screened to make sure only the best get through to you. The rest are disposed of on the wholesale market. Then, those cars which pass Kenmore Motors screening tests are put into even better condition by Kenmore Motors reconditioning experts. In other words, there's a like-new car at a used car price awaiting you at Kenmore Motors. It's waiting to take you and your family on scores of wonderful trips through the colorful countryside, so don't wait. Find out how easy it is to trade up in a late model car at Kenmore Motors, 3330 Delaware Avenue in Kenmore. Well, now back to Andy Vormwald, Superintendent Vormwald. What goes with that new job, Andy?
Well, a great deal of responsibility.
Well, I guess you're the guy for it. You have a head that's bowed but not bloody. You're bloody but not bowed. Is that the idea?
Well, I hope neither.
Uh-huh. Well, now, Andy, what are your duties, more or less?
Well, the duty of the superintendent, of course, is to administer the entire Bureau of Law Enforcement so as to get the most for the money it costs to run this Bureau.
Well, in other words, so that the people that buy these licenses, money going into it, get the most for that dough, is that
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We, in the Bureau of Law Enforcement, have one of the largest budgets in the Division of Fish and Game, of course, because of the large number of protectors and the expenses that it costs to operate. And it is the superintendent's job pardon me,
Yeah.
in cooperation with the district men to allocate that money out to its best advantage.
Well, now, Andy, you don't plan on making any changes down there or anything like that?
No, I have no plans formulated at this time. I'll be frank to say that this promotion is somewhat of a surprise to Andy, too.
It is. Well, I don't know whether it's a surprise to Andy, but after all the work you've done here in the Buffalo office in Western New York, let me finish. I think it's been appreciated by the sportsmen here in this area.
Well, I sincerely hope that my efforts have been accepted by sportsmen in the manner in which I hope that they accepted them. I am a conservationist, I believe, and very interested in our conservation department and our resources.
Well, that's pretty nice. But I'll say one thing for you. You're certainly a conservation police officer.
Well, of course, I have been brought up as a police officer. Prior to my entering with the Conservation Department, I was a city police officer, so I have had quite considerable police experience.
Well, that's pretty good, Andy, but right from the bottom, right to the top of the department. Is that the idea? Well, I guess the clock's caught up with us. And once again, Andy Vormwald, we're going to say goodbye. Now, we'll be looking forward to Thursday and our last regular talk with you on Outdoor Barometer. Then I guess that winds up another Kenmore Motors edition of Outdoor Barometer. And here's a reminder to be sure and see Sportsman's Club on television on Thursday evening. Also presented by New York State's largest Ford dealer. Until tomorrow then at 5:40, this is Ollie Howard saying So long, and so long, Andy.
So long, Ollie.
Hi there. Ollie Howard again with another Kenmore Motors edition of Outdoor Barometer. That's Kenmore Motors, New York State's largest Ford dealer, now largest in both size as well as sales. And today, for the last time, we welcome Superintendent Andrew J. Vormwald, boss man of the New York State Conservation Department, Division of Law Enforcement. And he's being welcomed back again to his regular weekly visit to Outdoor Barometer. Well, what's a good word today, Andy?
Well, we have the migratory bird regulations for western New York. I think it'd be interesting.
I think it probably would. We're going to get to those in a minute. But first, I'd like to say, did you know that the average American spends about 1/8 of his life on wheels? Yes, sir. Now, if you're average, you spend about 3 hours out of every 24 on wheels, probably in your own car. In other words, you're taking far too many chances with your life if your car is not in tip-top shape. Now, one of the most important dollars in your budget should be the one you set aside for car safety. Now, car safety is Kenmore Motors' middle name. They have a complete staff of experts skilled in brake work, wheel alignment, and engine tuning. Oh, yes, your engine's performance is just as important to car safety as your brakes. Kenmore Motors will be happy to give your car a safety checkup. And if your repairs or adjustments are found necessary, you can be sure that the price and the job will be right. So don't take chances with your family's safety. Bring your car in for a complete safety checkup to Kenmore Motors, 3330 Delaware Avenue. That's the Ford, of course. The service department is open every weekday from 8 a.m. until midnight and every Saturday until noon. Well, Andy, now let's get into these migratory bird regulations. What's the story on that?
Well, the season on migratory birds opens October 19th at noon, except for woodcock, which opens at 9 a.m. on that date.
Those are fun.
Except for the opening days of the split season, ducks, geese, brant, coot, other rails, and gallinules may be taken from 1/2 hour before sunrise to 1 hour before sunset. On each opening day of the split season, they may only be taken after 12 o'clock noon.
Now, that 12 o'clock noon is a federal regulation. It isn't a New York State regulation.
Well, New York State, of course, must conform with federal regulations.
Well, that's what I mean, but the source on that is the federal wildlife.
That's right. The federal government fixed that.
Yeah, they fixed it up very well.
As far as we're concerned.
All right. How about woodcock?
Woodcock season extends from October 19th at 9 a.m. to November 12th, except on the opening day, woodcock may be hunted from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
So what's the limits on ducks and that sort
Well,
of
the
thing?
bag limits on ducks is 4 per day, with not more than 1 wood duck among the 4, except that you may take American and red-breasted mergansers up to 25 per day in the aggregate, and scoters, or sea coots, old squaw ducks, and eider ducks, up to 7 per day in the aggregate, or all of one kind.
Well, how about the big fellas, the geese?
Geese, except snow geese, you are permitted to take 2 Canada geese or their subspecies, or 2 white-fronted geese, or 1 of each, and in addition, 3 blue geese.
Clear as mud, huh? Well, it's all right anyway. How about brant?
3 per day.
Well, now, your limit on woodcock, that's about the same as it was last year?
4 per day.
4 a day. And coot, of course, you can
American
take
coot is 10 per day.
Hey, how is the population of water?
Well, the overall picture of migratory birds is as bright as our picture of our native birds, including pheasants. It's very good. I think that we're going to experience one of the finest hunting seasons, weather permitting, that we have had in a number of years.
Well, I've got a little theory on that, on cycles. I'm not going to start on it now because I don't think we've got time, and I guess that winds it up, Andy. Well, lots of luck on that new position in Albany.
Well, I want to say goodbye to the folks of the Western New York section who have been perfectly wonderful.
Well, that's swell. Now don't forget we farmers around Buffalo, though, huh? Well, that does it for another Kenmore Motors edition of the Old Barometer. And don't forget to tune to Sportsman's Club tonight on television, also presented by New York State's largest Ford dealer. Until tomorrow at 5:40, this is Ollie Howard saying so long, and so long, Andy.